Yep. Yep.
Live. It's Christmas Eve, and a lovely Christmas Eve it is too. Hi, Agnes. I see you've got your antlers on.
Absolutely. I'm ready.
I didn't even know they had bells too. That's great. That's great. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. If you're watching this in the evening on Christmas Eve, you're probably saying, what is happening? Everything is upside down. And how did we get here this quickly? Agnes, you got a bunch of stuff to do?
Oh God, don't even mention it. But everything is, the way it's supposed to be. All the preparations needs to be done because just one day in a year that is very special, and we should keep. Well, we're trying to keep religious aspect, not only materialistic aspect of it. Um, so, although I must say, in Europe, those you feel different in the whole preparation of for Christmas.
Yeah,
It's more spiritual. It's more spiritual, and I miss that. I really
yeah,
do miss that.
I agree. Many of the traditions that I grew up with in Jamaica, which we have kept, are not have very little or nothing to do with gift giving. That's like a new thing that we did. And even when I was a kid, it was like, okay, there's Santa Claus, but my mother had actually brought that in from the United States. You know, when we went back home,
Mhm.
it's more about caroling. There are people who carol all through the night, and you are supposed to go out. I don't care what time it is, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., they show up at your door. You're supposed to go out, coffee, whatever, give them stuff so that they can keep going.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And they have candlelight. They call it candlelight vigil, right? So there's that. There is Jankunu, which that's a whole other thing. It looks really weird, but it is very unusual looking um, creatures dancing to the drum beat, and they are scary. It's very weird. It's not a happy thing at all. And then we've got a few other very interesting Christmas things that happen there. And we say Father Christmas. We don't say Santa Claus is in there, but it's more Father Christmas. It's we say Happy Christmas. We don't see we're semi-British, right? So we say
Yeah.
Happy Christmas. We don't say Merry Christmas. And it's church. You got to go to church
Of
Christmas
course,
morning,
Christmas
right?
mass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta go to Christmas morning, church on Christmas morning. It's a very different thing. Like here, it's a little more secular. Everybody's kind of staying with their family and closing everything. In Jamaica, many businesses are open because they're catering to the people who are going about meeting one another, talking to one another through Christmas Day. Yes, it's a holiday technically, but there are some businesses that are still open. So it's very different. But yeah, I guess here it is what it is, man. There is so much to be done. I've definitely got some cleaning to do, and I've got some. I'm gonna try and make um my sorrow, but honestly, I don't know if I'll get around to that. It's probably the other stuff. They're in the other room, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. Very well. But yeah, we're gonna talk about 9 ways to get in trouble for the holidays. Things that you probably should not be doing for the holidays. And so let's get into it right after this.
And we're back.
Again, love, death, and taxes. Agnes, what is one way you can definitely get yourself in trouble in your relationship during the holidays, like right
Forget to
away?
buy a gift.
Oh, it's a problem.
Yeah, you
Forget.
believe your partner when saying, "Oh no, honey, what would you like for Christmas?" "Oh no,
Yeah.
nothing. I have everything. Family's well-being and health is the most important. I'm happy with you." Don't believe it. You have
Don't
to
believe
buy something. You have
it's
to buy something to show that you care.
Or what about springing plans on people last minute? Let's go do this, and we're like, this is not what I wanted to do. I was kind of planning to do this instead, or whatever. You think that's a bad? That'll get you in trouble, right? Springing plans.
Inventing new traditions, it's a wonderful thing, but they should be planned in advance, because
Mhm.
holidays, they have something to do with the old traditions, with people coming and visiting, or you going to visit somewhere, and then everything is kind of planned out. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is not the time for spur of a moment ideas. Nope.
No, no. You do the planning from before. How about engaging in every family argument? Like, no, I want to talk about Trump right now. That's a
Yes, let's
that's
start
a
talking about politics,
yeah.
religion, and finances. That will definitely, I guarantee you, you're not going to be invited following year. So,
Get out of here. Cut it out. Right? All right. So what about so let's go into the next topic, like taking care of yourself, making sure you're physically okay. So technically it's the other opposite of death. It's kind of like life. Um, how about bottling up your emotions? That's a great way to get everything all in trouble, right?
well, sometimes you have to. I mean, we in a bereavement group, we always saying that yes, crying is it's healing. It's a
Right.
good thing, and it definitely for people that they have a fresh loss in the last few months. So this is the
Right.
first year that without the loved one. This definitely very, very heavy emotional toll on them. Um, and a person who is the people like that usually don't want to, who are grieving, they don't want to be between family or friends because they don't want to ruin their fun, their
Yeah.
their their happy time. But
Yeah.
you know we have to remember that we need to be a support system for a person who is grieving, and
Right.
everyone grieves different way. So instead just sitting and crying, let's start having good memories of Christmases in the past with the loved one that been involved. And let's start talking about it. So this way, the memory of the loved one will bring smile to our face instead tears, or maybe happy tears. But
Right.
just for a person who is deeply grieving, just to see that the memory of that person are still alive and the people remember and they have happy memories means a lot. Really means a lot.
Um, yeah, you're reminding me of cake because my mother used to make a mean fruit cake around this time. And those are the two things she do. She do sorrow, she do fruit cake. Sometimes she do cookies, but really it's those two things. You could smell them because it's a lot of spices. It's not, not traditional baking. You smell a lot of vanilla or whatever. No, it's more like um, wow, I can smell it right now, like ginger and cinnamon and all of that wafting through the air. And
Mm.
she's just busy, busy, busy. And that's the other thing. She would make me mix the sugar into the butter with a wooden spoon. I cannot tell you how long it took. It's like it's gotta be like that. She doesn't want that
Yeah,
that mixer thing and what a nut.
yeah.
Do it by hand and just get it right till it's fluffy and everything. It's very interesting. But yeah, you're right. That's a great way. Do not ignore the loss of your loved ones. Um, Talking about people, at least the good things. I guess you could make people cry by talking about people who they
Memories are different memories, and there are certain things that they can make you laugh, they can make you cry happy tears, they can, memories are memories. Everyone has different, because everyone has different relationship with the person that is gone. So it's not everyone will have the same feelings, and not everyone will share the same emotions, but do not try to make someone who is crying feel bad about that.
right.
It's
I get
we
it.
encourage crying. We really
Yeah, yeah,
encourage crying, because like I
yeah,
said, it's healing. It's really
yeah.
healing.
Let's hope it's some tears of joy. But I get you. I guess that could be the other way too. Like you're just upset that you're missing someone who used to be around for a lot.
Look,
Yeah.
every single Christmas Eve, even when my mom was alive, I started with tears in my eyes.
Mm,
The supper of Christmas Eve. Um, and it was more longing for the tradition, longing for the same feeling, a longing for the family that they're still here, you know.
right.
So we this is like every year tradition. I start with tears in my eyes, and then I need some time to put myself together.
Right.
I'm having difficulties listening to the Christmas songs that I used to sing in church. You know,
Okay.
again, the memories, the
Mm,
longing for that. It comes out around Christmas time. So you know, no one forced me to make decisions that I made. I'm here out of my own free will, but still, it's like, oh my goodness, you know.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear "We Three Kings." I can't. I don't. I'm sorry if that's your favorite. If anybody out
no,
there
it's
you're
not.
listening and that's your favorite carol, "We Three Kings," I can't listen to it. I can't hear it. Um, I was in a Christmas skit, and I was the tenor singing. Oh my gosh, myrrh is mine. Its bitter perfume gathers like a gathering gloom, uh, burring, dying, seeing, sighing, sealed in the stone cold tomb. And even now, I'm not remembering the words. There's an audience of 500 people. I could not remember anything after myrrh is mine. Myrrh is mine. Myrrh is my. Oh my god, it was so embarrassing. So every time I hear that song, I'm like, turn it off, turn it off, because it's the most. And that happened. I might have been 17 or 16, right? So it was a long, long time ago. But that is the one I can't stand. My favorite is "Oh Holy Night." That's my favorite. What's your favorite? It's not even a carol. It's like a song,
No,
like a Christmas
actually, I love that. I love that.
song. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Uh,
Fall on
David and I, we were listening to that just not that long ago, and yeah, we love that.
Yeah, fall on your knees. That's my
Yes,
favorite. Let me go.
yes.
Fall on your knees.
That
Oh, here. That's the best part. I hope we don't get cut out by YouTube because we're singing a song. That song should be in the public domain, but we'll see
yeah.
whether. But other than that, that's the crazy stuff. And then burning yourself out, that is a definite way to get in trouble because there's so many things happening. You want to take care of yourself right now, okay? People, do not go burning yourself out. That is the worst way to go. Like turning around and freaking out on people and being upset. I
Let me
just
tell you, I used to stay up till 4 a.m. Okay, 4 a.m. on Christmas morning to
okay.
finish baking and cooking and everything. And guess what?
You're gonna be
I'm
upset.
sitting like half asleep at the table afterwards. That's number one. Number two, every single part of my body hurts. Every joint, you know, every single piece of my finger. It's like I can't move. Okay,
You're gonna be
but
cranky after that. Yeah.
guess what? That holiday, you know, Christmas dinner will take place no matter if you're gonna make that apple pie or that cheesecake, or if you're not gonna make it, the still will be fine.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not gonna put the platter of this or platter of that, it's the people will still be there. They'll be still talking to you, and the family will still enjoy themselves. So, like, it's okay. You don't
Isn't
have to do every single thing on the list.
Isn't the craziest part is that you'll do 20 or 30 things and you look and people touch maybe five. They'll only mess with the five things. Okay, they'll have some of the turkey, they'll have some of the pie or the cake, they'll have one or two things, but then there'll be a bunch of things there. They're sitting there, and you're like, people barely had, and you're like, why don't you have some of this? Why don't you have some of that? You're upset because you'd spent all that time. But the truth is, if you just focus on maybe six or seven things, then you'll be fine. but I know exactly what you're talking about.
You
Like,
know, I
so much.
did adopt one thing. Every single holiday, I make a list and a menu list, right? And I'm doing things, and while I'm preparing, I'm actually crossing out one or two dishes from my
Yes,
list.
can't do that. That's
It's
not, it's too
one or
much.
two. Yes, every dinner they have to go because it's like it's not necessary. It would
Right.
have been nice and everything, but there's like I don't have an army of people to eat. That's number one.
And
You
then you
know,
know, right. And how much time are you going to spend in the kitchen? Right. Exactly.
yeah. So no, I come down. Yeah, when I was much younger, there was different story. Now it's like no, I need I need to get up following day, so I cannot kill myself standing in the kitchen for hours.
All right. Three more ways to ruin your holiday. And this is the money part. Okay. Blowing your budget or not having one at all. That'll get you in trouble. Yes.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, just because you have additional $100 you found available on your credit card doesn't mean you have to go and spend it.
I wish.
When when you buy, a gift for each person, depending how many people you have, what you're planning, be realistic.
Yeah.
If they love you for who you are, not for what you're giving them. And
Yeah.
if they're coming only for gifts, they might not come back next year. And please don't if you're coming only for gifts. So,
So
like being just being realistic here. This is ridiculous. You don't buy love with gifts.
no. You want what the thing that I learned recently is not to say you shouldn't get a gift, but my presence is sometimes more important than actual presence, meaning my presence actually being there as opposed to picking up an actual present.
I'm
Okay.
not sure if you saw what I post on Facebook, but I
No,
shared
but
somebody's post that
mhm.
this year I'm laying down under the Christmas tree to remind everyone that I am the present.
Just so that,
That's it.
Dad, Dad, where's my present? You have electricity?
Here I am.
You have water? Is there food in the kitchen? Oh snap! Tell you what, go wrap that bottle of pancake mix right there. Let's just put it in
Yeah.
some and give it to yourself. Open it up. Let's put it on the tree. But no, yeah, it's rough if you don't have a bunch of money and then you spend so much that after the holidays or even before New Year, now your lights get turned out because you can't afford what you need to afford. Don't do that. Don't buy expensive, extravagant things knowing that you're going to be in trouble later on, right? That's not a thing that you want to
It's ridiculous. And look, I'm guilty of doing the same thing when I was younger. I was guilty of the same thing. It's like one more thing, and especially for my son when he was younger. But for example, this is I start remembering that more and more often when I got older. When he
do.
was 5 years old, I wanted. No, he wasn't even five. What am I saying? He was 3 years old,
Okay.
and I know this fun bike with all the bells and whistles for $36. At the time, it was $36, like a little thing. And we went to. I saved the money. I didn't have much money there, and I saved that $36. I'm going to the store to buy it for him. Guess what he does? He grabs a red wagon with yellow wheels, and he runs out from the store with that little wagon for 5.99 because he loved that wagon. He didn't
You
want the
want
$36 toy. He wanted a
to
5.99 wagon, and he sat in it outside the store, and he didn't want to get up because he wanted that one. So I bought that for him, and he was happy like a peach. But he didn't want that the what I thought that it
didn't
would
move.
give him
Yep.
happiness.
How many times I've had this happen? I hope they're not listening to me. The kids are in the other room. But I'll buy them something, especially when they were small like that. They'll buy something and take it out of the box and play with it for a little while and then play with the box and the
Yes.
wrapping paper, because those things are just as fun for them because they have imagination. And this box became a fort, and they've got these other things they've created. You'd be surprised
Yeah.
how yeah, the thing that you think is going to be the hit is not the hit. My kid got a drone for his birthday. He still hasn't even taken that thing out of the box. But oh, and so it's not him, ladies and gentlemen. It's not him sending those over New Jersey. He's got it.
So you think it's still in a box. Okay. Mhm.
He's happy with his computer. He's happy sitting there doing whatever he's been doing. There's no drone flying right now. That's just not happening. So I'm just like, oh, where is that? Doesn't even know where it
Yeah, that's the whole thing. We can't assume what makes other people happy.
is.
You know,
You try.
sometimes just a gift card will be better so they can go and get what they want instead just spending God knows how much money and thinking that you're going to make them happy and they have no interest in that whatsoever. It
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
So that's what I've got on my list so far. Uh, the 9 things to get you in so much trouble. Ruining your relationships, engaging in every family argument, trying to please everyone at once, bottling up your emotions, ignoring the loss of loved ones, burning yourself out, blowing your budget or not having one at all, buying extravagant gifts for everybody. I mean, maybe just the close people who are close to you, and ignoring your year-end financial responsibilities because you blow through all that money and now you don't have money for rent or electricity or your cable or anything. Like, oh,
Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve with candles, not that bad idea. So,
I heard someone talking about that. Like he went to somebody's house, they're having Thanksgiving. It's a beautiful spread. In the middle of it, the lights go out. And he's just like acting like nothing's happening. Hey guys, who wants potatoes? And he's like, the guest is like, what? I've never seen this before. What's happening? And some of the other people were like, don't say
yeah.
anything. Like they've seen it before at this point. So yeah, I guess you could spend a lot of money doing things that you're not supposed to be doing, then you get yourself in trouble.
Yeah,
We'll
and you,
see.
and you buy things for people that they don't appreciate, and then you are paying it off your credit cards for another year. It doesn't make sense. Again,
Yeah,
done it in the past, trying to make other people happy. It took me a while to understand, but wisdom is wasted on young. So with age, I smarten up a bit.
gotta happen to you. Gotta happen to you for you to feel it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it, ladies and gents. Let's oh well, Merry Christmas, Agnes. We see
Merry
you.
Christmas, Ryan.
Guess I'll see you on Friday, guys. We're doing this show here because honestly, I had a little bit of a thing on Friday, so now we're doing this today, and then we're going to do another show on Friday. And I'll see you guys then. Agnes, thank you so much. You got something else? You want to tell everybody in Polish? Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas is wszystkiego dobrego z okazji świąt Bożego Narodzenia. That's your Merry Christmas in Polish.
It's a lot. But yeah, what is that actually? What's the literal translation of that?
All the best on Christmas holiday. But Boże Narodzenie, that Christ's birth,
So see how that's very specific, and that's why they
Yes.
keep the Christ in the whole thing. So
Oh,
that's very
absolutely. Absolutely. And there's still carolers coming. When I was a little girl, they were coming to my mother's apartment, with different traditions, with they were dressed up different ways and having, big stars that they were turning and the nice things, just nice things.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if you have some questions for us. If you want to send those to us, you can send it to mailbag@lovedeathandtaxes.com. If you have tax issues, and some people might because we're coming to the end of the year, you want to check in with Agnes at nytaxresolutions.com, where there is absolutely no judgment if you've got issues. She does not care. She's dealt with people who are both going to jail and who are in jail, right? You help all kinds. It does not matter. That's the job. That's the job. If you love it, you like this particular episode, or you like the show in general, please like and subscribe. And we will see you after Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. That long thing that Agnes said.
Merry Christmas.
And have a good night. All right.